What's up, lads? Have you ever had a goal that was so important to you that every fiber of your being and your mind was dedicated to this one goal? It was so fucking significant that if you didn't achieve it, you would genuinely question your own existence and your value. Like, that's how important this goal was to you. Now, I'm going to go out on a leap and make an assumption. I'm going to make an assumption somewhere along your life you had a goal that was very, very fucking important to you. And there's two outcomes that happened. A, it was really important for you. And after struggling and fucking fighting through the trenches and getting like shrapnel and artillery bombardment on you and calling for air support and no one's fucking coming, after all of this, you still struggled, but you achieved your goal. Or B, this is the other thing happened. This goal was so important to you that after struggling for years, nothing ever worked until like months later, you decided, you know what, I'm going to try this goal again. And within like a week, you achieved it. Or the third option, the third outcome is you just gave up. Right? It was so important to you. It was so struggling. And then you just convince your mind, you know what? Actually, it's not that important. It's not that it wasn't important to you. It's just that you didn't believe you could achieve it. Did any of those three things happen to you? If they have, this is the exact video that's going to help you with those thoughts. And we're going to talk about importance. See, there are a few things that happens when you place importance on objects or things. Let's start with objects. When you place an importance on your car, you buy a Lamborghini, right? And it's so fucking important to you. You finally bought it. You take care of it. What happens when it gets scratched? Well, you react. You react pretty badly. What happens when your Lamborghini gets completely totaled? Well, you feel like you lost a part of yourself. You worked so hard on this thing, and that now that you lose it, it's have a very massive effect on you. You feel sad, you feel angry, you feel like injustice has been done to you, and you know, you want to jump back into the game and grind as hard as you can to make more money so you can buy that Lamborghini again. Something like that happens. Or what happens when you place an importance on finding a girlfriend? This is like the analogy of all analogies that every single man can understand. That's why I always make a woman analogy in these videos. But what happens when it's so important for you to find a girlfriend? You struggle for like 8 months. For 8 months, you're going through war after war after war, getting pummeled and pummeled and pummeled. No's and rejections and no's. And then, 8 months of struggling, you say to yourself, you know what? Fuck girls. They're not even that important. I'm just going to focus on myself. And then a week later, you get a girl's number. She's just like, oh, hey, I thought you were cute. My friend thinks you're cute. Here's her number. You can call her anytime. And it happens so randomly, and you're like, yo, what the fuck? I've been focusing on this. This is like being the most important part of my life for the past year or two. I've gotten no fucking results. And now that I give up on it or I changed my goal, everything falls into line. What is happening? Let's dive into that right now. So your mind, as we talked about in previous videos, which if you haven't seen them, make sure to watch them. Your mind is simply a reflection. Your reality is a reflection of your mind, more specifically, your emotions. Emotions are the language of the universe. Emotions are how your reality is created. Why? Well, when you wake up one Sunday morning at like 5:30 a.m. and you wake up, and as opposed to the other days you've been waking up 5:30 a.m. Sunday, you wake up and you're like excited as fuck and you're like feeling so good. You got a lot of sleep. So you get up out of bed, you open your balcony door, and brother, there is not a single cloud out in the sky. It is a crystal clear blue sky. The sun is rising. The God rays are like reflecting off the windows and shit, so everything's like orangey, red, and yellow. And you take a breath and you're like, wow, I feel great. You feel an emotion. You feel great. You feel excited. You feel joyful. You feel comfortable. You feel happy because of the weather. But then, those happy emotions turn your Sunday into one of the best Sundays ever, right? Now let's talk about the complete opposite. What happens when you wake up on a Sunday and it's the complete opposite? It's raining, there's a fucking blizzard outside, there's a hurricane, a typhoon, and a fucking tornado all at once, and then there's an earthquake, and then there's acid rain, and then guess what? The gates of heaven have opened up and the angel Azrael is coming to like take, you know what I'm saying? It's a shit day outside. So what happens? You wake up and you're like, it's a shit day. I feel unexcited. I don't feel joyful. I don't feel happy. What happens to your Sunday? That Sunday goes to absolute shit. Absolute fucking shit. So emotions create our reality. Now, in terms of talking about importance, this is what happens. You pretty much tell yourself and the universe that, hey, universe, or hey, Thailand, I have this goal for me, which is, let's say, on my wall right now, $2,000 per month. This goal is so fucking important to me that I need to achieve it. That's what you see from the shallow surface level. Deep down inside, behind the curtain of those words that you just said, this goal is very important to me and I need to achieve it. One thing you told yourself is that, oh, by the way, if I don't achieve this goal, it means that I'm worthless. It proves to me that I cannot achieve this goal, that I'm a failure, which is why I need to achieve it. So firstly, you're operating from fear, anxiety, and desperation. Secondly, when you place an importance towards your goal, you're telling yourself that you don't have that goal. Because it's so important to you, well, you don't have it. It's not next to you. There's a very big difference. When you believe a woman like your girlfriend is very important to you, what happens? Your brain is like, I don't want to lose her. But the opposite of that is gratitude. When you're very grateful for someone, the thought isn't, I don't want to lose this person. It's that I hope they're happy. I wish them the best. You don't think of wanting or taking anything from this person when you're grateful for them. But when there is somebody that's very important to you for XYZ reasons, because you want them, because XYZ, well, then you don't want to lose that important thing. But in the universe, the way the reality works is when you place importance on something, it simply tells you and the universe that you don't have it. Because otherwise, why would it be important? Let's talk about the car, the Lamborghini. It's very important to you. You have it physically, so the universe isn't telling you, oh, you don't have it. No, you have it physically. But what happens when you place such importance on this? You still don't want to lose it. Right? You don't want to lose it. And when you lose it, it feels like you lost a true part of yourself. Because this thing was so important to you, you not only separated yourself from this, and you told yourself that, oh, the only reason this goal is important for me is because I don't have it. Because if I had it, why would it be important for me? So you separate yourself and you're telling the universe, yes, you don't have this goal. And we want to have this goal, okay? But again, if we talk about the physical thing of like, okay, Thailand, I have this thing, this car, and it's very important for me, so I already have it. How will I lose it? Well, when you have this car, and it's very important for me, and you're afraid of losing it, not only does your mind operate from survival mode now, because you're looking at threats, and you're thinking, oh, these threats, they're going to take my car away. But the second thing that's happening is, your identity is becoming this car. You have made this car your source of status, your source of happiness, your source of telling people that you're better than them, showing other people off. This has become your source. It's become your thing. It's an image for you now. And guess what? This thing, this car, has you wrapped around its hands like a slave. You're literally a slave to this car. Now, what happens? You might lose it, and when you lose it, you have an insane emotional reaction, and you break down, and you give up. Or you have an insane emotional reaction, you break down, you don't give up, you become even more fucking ruthless. You become more merciless. You tell yourself, you know what? Fuck it, I lost this car. I'm gonna make even more money and I don't care how I make it. So you cheat people. You work harder than you need to. You hustle and grind. You sacrifice your family, your relationships, people who love you. You sacrifice like 5 to 10 years of biological youth and happiness for more objects. And at the end of the day, it keeps that cycle going of like, this is important for me. I don't want to lose it. Guess what? I just lost it. So I'm going to hurt myself and I'm going to, do all these things to myself mentally because guess what? I just lost this thing and it was very important for me. And now that I don't have it, I feel worthless. So guess what? Instead of giving up, which some people do, I'm going to use this worthless energy to start being more competitive, to start operating from my ego even more. I'm going to become angrier and more frustrated at the world, and I'm going to fucking grind no matter what it takes, no matter what it takes. And literally, sometimes that's like losing your mom and dad, relationships. And they do it. They sell their soul for their desired reality. And this is how we sell our souls. By making these things so fucking important that if we don't achieve it, it means that we're worthless. Congratulations, you've just sold your soul to achieve this thing. Now, another thing happens when you make something so important, like a goal, like building a physique or getting to $2,000 a month or moving to another place. The longer you don't have this goal, the more frustrated and annoyed you become. And therefore, the more frustrated and annoyed you become, over time, those emotions developed into neediness and desperation. And as we know, the more needy and desperate you become in terms of women, the more you repulse them away, don't you? And it is the exact same thing that happens when you become needy, when you place importance on goals. Your mind starts to obsess in an unhealthy way. When you're sitting down with your girlfriend and you guys are about to have sex, your mind is flooded with desperation and neediness to achieve this thing. You can't even be there with your girlfriend, for your kids, for your future wife, for your family right now. I used to do this a lot. I would go out with my family for dinner and we would be eating and I wouldn't say anything because all I'm thinking about is my goal of like, I need to make money. I need to do this. I need to do this. So I sacrifice relationships. But on top of that, because I feel like I need to do this because it's very important for me, there's another chapter on this school community where I talk about neediness. And neediness can come from importance, or neediness can come from lack of self-value as well. In this case, it comes from importance. And it's a very similar thing. The reason it's important for you is because you hate your current self and you want to feel a new self. That's the only reason. You don't actually want that car. You want what that car can make you feel. Guess what? You can feel that today, which is the whole purpose of why I exist, okay? But you and I know that, but unfortunately others don't know that. Importance creates these problems. Another way importance creates these problems is, especially in the terms of me recording videos for you guys, is when it's very important for me to get successful, well, guess what? I force myself to record good videos and I script them and I obsess about them. And guess what? I don't end up recording any videos because you can't operate as an artist from survival mode. It just does not work. Now let's talk about something more like physique. Your goal is you want to get jacked and you want to do it so badly. It's very important for you. So what happens when you miss tomorrow? You hurt yourself. Even though tomorrow is your rest day, you need to genuinely rest. Your mind feels guilty and ashamed. And guess what? Instead of resting, you go out to the gym again and you go and you fucking injure yourself. And now this goal that's so important to you, you've injured yourself. Now all those negative emotions are coming in. Oh, I'm losing so much progress. I can't make progress. I can't do this. What the fuck? And you self-sabotage. Or you become angrier and you become angry. I can't wait for this to get better. I'm just going to go to the gym. And what happens when you become angrier? You're getting more jacked and handsome, but you're repelling people away. Nobody wants to be next to a jacked but angry person. Nobody. Everyone wants to feel good and have fun. Do you see how we're fucking it all up? By increasing the importance of everything that we want to achieve in our lives. So what can we do? I'm sure you understand all the negative things that go associated with this. What can you do? Firstly, pay attention. Pay attention and realize, are you doing this? Take a second right now. Maybe journal. These are questions you need to ask. Remember, the most important skill that you can learn in this community is awareness. And how do you deal with importance, neediness, desperation is you realize, oh, I've been doing this. How have I been doing this? Well, I always wanted to do this and I really think it's important for me. Why do I think it's important for me? Oh, that's right. Because when I was a kid, my mother didn't show me enough love. That's why I feel, oh, okay. Well, now that you understand, you can decide to stop acting that way. So we're going to talk about, well, how should you act? How should you? Thailand, yes, cool. I understand what you're saying. Goals, we shouldn't be desperate. But bro, this goal, it's still important for me. I still want to achieve it. I still want to be a bit serious in life and, I want to do these things. So how should I do it? Very good question. Very good question. I'm going to ask you a question right now. Let's say your goal is to be jacked. Again, guys, you need to be specific about your goal. Let's say your goal is to get jacked. The question to you is, if you were to wake up tomorrow morning having already achieved your goal, how would you feel? See, if I woke up tomorrow morning and let's say my goal was to have the most loving family or the most loving wife. My goal is to get married to the best wife in the world. Okay, that's actually one of my goals, but it's not my goal right now. So how would I feel if I woke up tomorrow morning and I had a beautiful, loving Indonesian wife next to me and we woke up? Well, I'd feel like the man. Yeah, I'd feel like the man. I'd feel grateful. I'd feel loved. I'd feel high testosterone and masculine, right? Because I'm looking after my wife. I'd feel ambitious. And I'd feel fucking excited. I wouldn't feel like a kid. I'd feel more like a adult kid. I feel happy, but still like an adult. So you make these emotions and you ask yourself this question. Now my question to you now is, why can't you feel those today? And that's the way you need to look at your important goals. The way I look at my important goal isn't like, fuck, should I do this? Should I do that? The way I look at it is like, fuck yeah, man. It feels so good to have achieved this. Fuck yeah. It's kind of like looking at a trophy on your wall rather than looking at the trophy in the concert hall, for example. Don't look at the trophy and think, fuck, I want to achieve that trophy. Look at the trophy as if it's already on your bedroom and you've achieved it months ago. And now you're looking at it and you're like, wow, thank you. Wow, this was amazing. This is so great. This is awesome. This is so exciting. I love doing this. This is my passion. I'm so grateful that I get to be chasing this goal. This is what the version of me, the best version of me would be doing anyway. Every single day, I would be going to the gym. You start to look at your goals that way, as in, something that the rest of the world doesn't, and you're like, ha 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 ha, you little shit, come here. You fucking little shit. Yeah, I know. Your goal. I'm grateful for you, man. That's the way you look at your goal.